this is Laura. Welcome to another tutorial. So today I'm starting to get ready for my craft show that I'm having on August 17th. A little under a month away. And part of the jewelry I like to take are some memory wire bracelets. So today we're going to make a memory wire bracelet. And here are some that I've done in the past. This is a little beachy one with shades of pink and turquoise with some little charms on it. I always put charms on the ends, and sometimes I put a charm down the middle, which I'm going to show you today. This is one I did for Christmas, obviously. And here's another one I did. So there's a lot of tutorials out there for making memory wire bracelets, but this is one that I'm going to show you today. And they're very simple, very quick, and you can have a ton of fun because the sky's the limit with however you want to design the colors that you want to use. So if that's something you'd like to see, please hit the like button, come back, and we'll get started. Okay, so for this bracelet, I am going to use a mix. I had definitely had a pattern repeat going in this one here that I've done, but for this one, I just took like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 different colors of beads. Most of these are fire polish beads, and made a mix to make this beachy color, blue turquoise color combination. And so that's all I'm using is, I mean, you could use any size beads you want. These are basically 4 millimeter, around 4 millimeter. And then I've got 2 charms, one for each end. And then I'm going to put this little butterfly down the middle like I've done in this bracelet, where I put this little shell down the middle, like probably in the, I try to get it in the middle ring that I'm doing. So I've got some memory wire, and I've got memory wire cutters. You can't use regular jewelry cutters on memory wire because it'll wreck them because they're so thick. So I've got memory wire cutters and a memory wire, a little bit thicker of a round nose pliers. So I'm going to, let's see, I want 1, 2, 3, 4, I usually do 5 rows. You can make it however long, big or small you want. You could even just do 1 if that's what you wanted. But this one's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, close to 6. And I'm going to cut a piece of memory wire with my memory wire pliers. And memory wire gets its name because it's a wire that holds its shape, kind of like a slinky. So I'm going to start by taking my round nose pliers, and I could either do it on this one or the bigger one. I think I'm going to do it on the bigger one. I'm going to make a loop going backwards so that when I start stringing the beads, they'll stay on. So I'm taking that loop, and I'm just going to try and straighten that out. Yeah, there we go. We've got our loop on one end, and now all I'm going to do is start stringing the beads. Okay, so for this pattern, like I said, I'm just doing a random mix of colors. So all I'm going to do is start stringing in no particular order. I'm just going to start picking them up. Try not to get 2 of the same right next to each other, but if I do, then that's fine too, because it's just a random pattern. Oh, let me go over here. I just don't want to get out of frame here. All right, so we've got a few, and I like to just do a few bring them on down, kind of get the idea of how they're going to look, and then continue on. Now this wire can sometimes snap back at you, so you got to have a good grip on it. Okay. Let me know in the comments if you guys do any craft shows. I especially like doing them in the fall and up until Christmas time. I have done a craft show checklist. I'll link that in my comments or my description box. And if you click on that, it's free. I did a free little outline of some of the important things when planning a craft show. So go ahead and check that out. Okay, I've got another group on. This is what I have so far. So I'm going to go ahead and do to halfway, and then I'll show you how I put the middle charm on with the bail. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I've got about half my bracelet done, and I've got a little bail here, and I'm going to put a little butterfly charm on the bail, and it's going to be hanging off like the middle of the bracelet. I'm just going to open up that jump ring, put it through the charm, and hook it through the bail like that. And then I'm going to close it up. And this is how it's going to dangle off the middle of the bracelet. So I'm going to, depending on what size beads you use, like if I was using seed beads, it didn't matter when I attached this. I just didn't want to have to go and put this over, over all of these beads and have it be a struggle. So I'm going to show you how I thread that on. And yeah, that would have fit over, and it does. So it may wander up and down while you've got your bracelet on, but it should basically stay in the same area. So now I'm going to go ahead and finish the bracelet. Then I'll come back and we will do another loop on this side and put the other two charms on. Okay, see you in a little bit. So I finished the other part of my bracelet, and I'm starting to roll this side of the memory wire back to make a loop like we did on the other side. And then I'm going to just finish that off, making sure it's closed up so none of the beads are going to fall off. And then straighten it out. Okay, now I'm going to pick up my jump ring, open it up, thread on the one charm, thread it through that loop we just made, close that up. Let's do the same thing to the other side. We've got our other charm. Thread it through the loop. A lot of times charms will come with these jump rings already on them. So, and also if you don't have the type of charm you want, you can make a charm, which I'll show you in another video. I'm going to close that up. Just want to get this situated so you can see the final piece. I've got the little butterfly down the middle and then the two charms. Fast and easy. They'd be great for gifts. If you do sell at craft shows, they're always a nice option because, while my favorite thing to do is to bead weave, bead stringing is fun too. And I don't, I have all price points. I usually sell these for like $16 to $18. So at least there's something. I try to have price points for everybody. Okay, so this is how it looks on the wrist. I love the color combo. This was just a very simple mix of beads that I made, and I put them on the memory wire randomly. You could make something as simple or ornate as you would like, as many rings as you would like. As I showed you before, here's another 2 bracelets that I made. This one has a pattern repeat. So you can pick up the memory wire at Joann's, Hobby Lobby, or Michael's. So pick some up and have some fun. And don't forget to check the description box. And in the description box is my free craft show checklist if that's something you'd be interested in. So thank you again for joining me. Don't forget to ring that bell and you'll be notified of every time I upload a new video. Thanks. See you next time.